Hey, I'm doing a video. This will probably be a long video, but it's on how to create massive amounts of content using AI. So, what we're going to do is take a property listing and then turn that into quite a bit of content. And we're going to use AI and then a prompt that I have created and tested. It's a rather long prompt, but I'll walk you through this. And I thought you would find this interesting. So I'm just going to show you this, and then you can modify this and use these for your purposes for creating content for all of your platforms. So we're going to go to the realestatephotographerpro.com, go to the very bottom of the website and click on blog, and just click AI. That does a search, and that will bring you to this blog. You'll see the purple photo there of the A. I was just going to make that smaller so it's a little bit easier to see. There we go. So we want to go to this blog, how to create content fast, the ultimate real estate content engine. So we'll take this prompt and create quite a bit of content, but first I'm going to go through some of the basics. I've created an acronym, PROP. So what you want to do when you're creating a prompt is create a persona, give the prompt some relevance. So you're giving the information to AI. It will have background information on what you want to produce. So we're going to create a persona. We're going to let the prompt know who we're writing to, some relevance. The objectives are goal. You want the outcome. You want to let, in this example, you want to let AI know we're writing for Instagram, we're writing blogs, we're writing for TikTok, we're writing emails, and you'll see that in the prompt. And then you want to take the output of the AI, export that to something like a Google document, and then polish. So why would you want to create all this content? Because content is like putting road signs. As you travel down the freeway, you will see road signs to different businesses. And on the digital highway, the internet, you need to put out your road signs, and content is a way to put out your road signs so people will be attracted to your brand and your message. And it's can be free. And then if you create enough content, people will find you through search. AI will suggest you, and people will discover your brand and your solutions. So that's why we want content. Without content, you have to buy leads, you have to advertise, you have to pay to be seen on that highway. But if you put out free content and you put out high quality content, you will be discovered as people go down the internet highway. This is a video just backing up that idea. This is from HubSpot, and it's showing you the new way to blog, which I'm demonstrating here. Here's the breakdown of what's in that video. This is another video from the same conference talking about the 5 marketing myths. And then he has a second video from the same gentleman here about AI issues with email marketing. There's words and phrases and symbols you want to avoid when you're putting together marketing emails. Those are great videos and they're part of this blog, but I'm going to get right down to the demonstration of what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is take and do a property description. I'm going to turn that into several pieces of content, and I'm going to use this long prompt that's been tested and proven. And then if you are working on a project from scratch, you just want to remember to put in the address, maybe the price, maybe not. That's totally up to you. Any property specifications so you're giving the AI some background information. You're not just letting the AI pull from the internet. You might want to give it some bullet points, farmhouse, contemporary. You might want to give it some selling points. Who's your target audience for marketing this property? Maybe some community information. And if you have a particular brand of voice, you want to prompt the AI to use that brand voice. In my prompt, I've already given it a brand voice, But if you have a specific brand voice or you're trying to develop a brand voice, you may want to go ahead and build that into your prompt. So you're welcome to take my prompt and modify it. Prompts are like cooking. They're just recipes for creating something. In this example, we're creating content, but it could be a recipe to build a website. It could be a recipe to build an app. But the recipe we're working on today, our prompt, is a prompt to build content and to create content. Some bullet points about writing a prompt. You always want to write your content in a seventh grade language because information on the internet is best read and discovered and seen in search when it's at a seventh grade level. All right, I'm going to page down to the prompt right here. I'm going to copy paste it. Sorry. Here we go. This is what we're writing the prompt for. Let me go over that first before that. I was paging through that, looking for the starting place right here. I'm going to refresh this browser. Because I just updated the prompt and I want the newest version of the prompt. So let me go back down to that. There's our videos about emails, the takeaway from the videos, the recipe analogy, and here we go. Here's our prompt. We're going to write a blog, 1,500 words. I have the prompt information for the blog. That is all of the information just for the blog prompt. And then that ends right there. Then we're going to write a YouTube video script. Script is for a video that could be 8 to 12 minutes. And the reason we're doing this is that when you're at the property, you will always already have a foundation for your first video script for this property. And if you're not doing videos, we can help you with a twin avatar and do the videos for you. You're going to write a short form YouTube script. It's going to be around 60 seconds. We're going to write a property description for RealTracks. We're going to write a LinkedIn optimized content post for LinkedIn. We're going to write a Google business profile post. We're going to write 5 Facebook posts, and preferably this will be going on your business Facebook post. And then we're going to write 5 Instagram posts, preferably your business Instagram. We're going to write a 1-minute voiceover that can be used for a video later. We're going to write, I've got that in there twice. I need to clean that up. But this could be for your personal page. So this is you're writing for your business page, and now we're going to write content for your personal Facebook page and your personal Instagram page. So some agents do that method where they use business and personal. I personally do that on a lot of my projects. I post it on my business page and on my personal page, and then you can share it in groups from both platforms. We're going to write an agent-to-agent email announcement. We're going to write a VIP sneak peek newsletter announcement. We're going to write a YouTube property description. So if you're posting a video on YouTube, you need a separate description to describe that property that's being featured in the video. So that is 14 categories. And then some of those categories we're writing multiple postings. Okay, I'm just going to go through and copy that. I'm going to use Gemini to run this prompt. Copy. You could use any platform. as long as you use this prompt and then modify the prompt for your particular situation. Now let me copy that in there. The only thing I didn't put was I didn't tell it which property we're going to write in. So I'm going to go right over here to my working document. Write content for 122 Deerfield Drive, Columbia, Tennessee. Got to sign back in here. Something happened. All right. Of course, I'll explain here why in a second why I am talking. All right, here we go. Create content. Create content for 122 Deerfield Drive, Columbia, Tennessee. Be sure to include information about the school system, local restaurants, the shopping district, and historical downtown Columbia. Be sure to mention this home is on a private cul-de-sac. All of the homes on Deerfield Drive are custom built. Okay, we don't have to do too much of it. The reason you want to use your microphone on the computer, it usually allows you to go faster. I had a hiccup there in the system, had to restart, but it allows you to speak in a natural tone, allows you to speak faster, and it allows you to get your thoughts out. Let's turn that off right there. Okay. There is a program called Whisper that you can use if you're in a noisy office environment. There we go. Okay. We are live. All right. Okay. So I've written a description, briefly described why we should be using our microphone, and I've also illustrated some of the problems when recording a video and using a microphone. Okay. So now we've got our property summary in here. We've got our prompt in here. I'm going to push go, and the clock is running. I'm watching. There's right here, there's 4 seconds. There's about 5, 6, 10. 20 seconds. I'm watching the clock here in the right-hand corner. It's still writing. We're at about 30 seconds. There's 40 seconds. And I'm on Wi-Fi internet. High-speed internet, but I'm using Wi-Fi. I'm using Gemini Pro. Page down. We could be done. Okay, now we're done. Took about 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to pull this out of Gemini. Let's go right here. Highlight that and just page all the way down. Copy, and then I'm going to put it back in Google Documents. And let's see what we got. Okay, now we have first draft of a lot of content. It's 13 pages at 11 point font. So here's our blog. This is some of our tags that would go into the back end of the blog system. The author, things like that. Title, suggested title tag. Okay. Then we've got the actual blog. I'm just going to go down through here. There's some things you would want to clean up. Okay, don't need, that's just, let me know that's the title. We've got table of contents. This is a new way of blogging to show up in AI search. So we're not being realistic here. We don't think a lot of people are going to be reading these blogs, but AI is searching for blogs and searching for content. And we want, when someone searches real estate agent in your area, if you use this content methodology, it's writing content so you will show up in the AI search, and that will bring business back to you. Okay, we've got our first section. It's a summary, bullet points, and then it rolls down through the blog, and it's 1,500 words. So you would scan through this, see if you need to make any edits. It's making suggestions, like right here, it's suggesting you should have a table, some content to back up what's being said here in this section of the blog. It even got the spelling right on that steakhouse, which I need to verify they're still there. I think they changed ownership and changed names. I know they changed ownership. It's got the name of the ice cream store downtown on the square. Case study about living in Colombia. Frequently asked questions. That is a standard operating procedure for blogs. You want to have a Q&A in all of your blogs. You want to have a call to action. Now we've got our video script. I'm going to bold these so we can see them. So we've got our blog, got our video script. We've got our short video script. We've got our RealTracks property listing. You'd want to scan through that, make sure everything's right. I don't know why I didn't put the beds in there, but it's sometimes it'll automatically find that. But since this home hasn't been for sale in a number of years, it's asking for us to manually put that information in because it's not out on the internet. LinkedIn post, you want to use LinkedIn. It's free, and it's a great way to get content out there. And it is searchable content. You want to have a Google business page, and you want to ask for Google reviews. But you need to be making sure your Google business page is up to date, it's accurate, has the correct information, and you want to give content to it. All of these platforms have different criteria, and that's why you want to specify that you're creating content for a particular platform, because the AI system will know to stay within that platform's guidelines. Here's our 5 Facebook business posts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you would use your photos and your reels that we provide to post on those platforms. Instagram, 1-minute video, voiceover. So if we do a video for you, we've got the draft 1 of a voiceover. We've got your personal Facebook page. We've got your personal Instagram post. Then when you're there, you can also share on both of those, business and personal, share in groups. We've got an agent-to-agent email announcement. We have a VIP newsletter going out to your database about the property. And then we have a YouTube video. So in our marketing system, if you order one of our marketing packages, we'll give you a video slideshow, or if you purchase a video, we will make that accessible so you can download it and upload it to your YouTube channel. And then when you post the video of this property, you will always have a description there to go along with your YouTube video. And YouTube is important because Google owns it, and search engine search can find it, AI search can find it, and it brings traffic back to you. So there we go. There's an example of using AI to create massive amounts of content. Let me know if that helps. Thank you. To find that blog, you just go to Real Estate Photographer Pro, go to the blog section, search AI, and then it will bring up, you'll see it because it's the how to create content fast, and then you'll see this purple AI icon. And then when you go into the blog, go about halfway down, and it will say prompt recipe. Thank you.